Yo, what is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today I have another top 10 for you guys, but this one's a little bit special, I got something cooking up for you guys. I bought over my homie Mirrorblade to help me out with another 5 weapons for the list. So I just want to say, guys, go check out Mirrorblade. He's a really good content creator and streamer. If you guys don't already know, he does trials tips and trials carries on the weekend, and his content's mainly PvP focused. He's also a really good guy, so I highly advise that you go check him out if you want to get better at PvP or trials. With that being said, links in the description to his channel, both Twitch and YouTube. And now with that being said, this is a top 10 list of weapons that both of us think that should come back, right? So I hit him up a couple days ago and I was like, yo, let's make a top 10 list on weapons that would be really fun to have back in the game. And that's exactly what this video is. So if you do end up enjoying today's video, give that like button a slap for me. And be sure to subscribe for more live streams, guides, and builds. And just keep in mind, for those of you who don't know, live streams are returning to the channel. That's all I'm gonna say. It's very soon. I'm getting the PS4 camera right now. I got the Ethernet cable. I got everything I need. Just be sure to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss it. I'll see you there. So my first weapon is going to be the Touch of Malice. Now you might think to yourself, surely there's a story behind it and you can't just add it back, just randomly, right? And to that I say, yes, you can't really do that. Well, the devs could, but you get the point. So I'm thinking, sometime after they release the remastered Vault of Glass raid, Eris calls us to the moon. She wants us to scan a fragment of the Touch of Malice itself, and that will set off a quest chain, but with a twist. What if halfway through the quest chain, we have to go to a secret shrine of sorts, located on the Dreadnought? And no, I don't want them to bring the Dreadnought back in its entirety, but just for this one mission. And this could also lead us to the remastered version of the King's Fall raid. And to put it simply, scout rifles need more love in this game, and what's better than having the most unique scout rifle in the game back? So the number 2 spot goes to Patience and Time, and here's why. When I think about this gun, I only think about the times when I used to play on my old Xbox account, and man, I used to slay out with this weapon. It was so fun to use, bro. I'm telling you, like 25 to 35 kills was a regular for the Crucible matches. I mean, like I really used to slay out. Like, I don't have any clips or anything, but trust me, I got down with the sniper, bro. But in all seriousness, I actually enjoyed using this weapon. Its perk, Patience and Time, made it so that ADSing with this weapon would give you Hunter Invis, and you wouldn't lose your radar because of the other perk, Third Eye. And before you ask, no, Icebreaker did not make this list because trials just really wouldn't even be fun, honestly speaking. So I tried to go with a sort of kind of OP weapon that wasn't really OP. I guess on the OP meter it's kind of like a 5 for me, but I mean, listen, Icebreaker, that thing is like an 8 or a 10 at most. So that's why Patience and Time makes my number 2 spot. When making this list, I didn't want to focus it all on exotic weapons, and for those of you who remember, I posted a video like this around 8 or 9 months ago, and this weapon made it on that list actually. So think of this weapon list as kind of an extension of that past one. But anyways, Imago Loop. I feel like this was high-key the best legendary hand cannon in the game. It was somewhat easy to get because all you had to do was just beat the Sanctified Mind Strike, and that was easy enough in and of itself, especially with different modifiers for the different weeks, making RNG really your only enemy. But Destiny, or Bungie really, missed a great opportunity to bring this weapon back in Season of the Undying. I don't know who remembers it, but that 6-player matchmade activity, I think it was like the last week when the Undying boss level was at its highest, I think, and the Sanctified Mind boss from that strike came back. So I understand like bringing it back and stuff, like it was kind of nostalgic, whatever. But the reason why it was so nostalgic, or would have been so nostalgic, was the Imago Loop coming back, right? And I don't think anybody else noticed it until after the fact. So that's why I kind of like put it on this list right now, is that simply I just want to call Bungie out on it, right? They missed an opportunity. It is what it is. But I just really would have liked to see this weapon come back, especially in such a great way like that. It would have been a great callback to the glory days. And yeah, that's why it's on my number 3 spot. Alright, so my number 4 spot is Dragon's Breath, and when I was writing this, I wasn't too, what's the word, I guess, keen on how I should write my feelings about this weapon into the actual script. But man, listen, this thing slapped back in D1, right? It's not above G-Horn, of course not, because you know Gjallarhorn was the DPS king, but I'm talking about just sheer fun. Like when I think about fun in Destiny 1, this is one of the weapons that I think about using, right? I remember shooting this rocket above someone's head or near someone and watching them run around like a chicken with their head cut off as they die of burn damage, right? And for that sole reason is why it's on my number 4 spot. But just know the napalm perk really should be on more weapons in D2. Bungie, please bring it back. Alright, so if you couldn't tell, it was a sniping god already. This last weapon will kind of let you know about that a little bit more. Yeah, so 1000-yard stare is my 5 spot. It was a tricky pick because I didn't want to go with another exotic again, but you know, I was gonna choose Raise Lighter over 1000-yard stare, but then I was like, you know what, I'm kind of like a demigod at sniping, low key. So I was just like, you know what, let me just put it up there, you know, just to sing my praises a little bit, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, my number 5 spot was a 1000-yard stare, and I was kind of looking at the possible weapons. You know, I considered Raise Lighter, and I was like, you know what about Dreg's Promise, right? But after a good laugh, I kind of got serious, and I was like, you know what, I kind of remembered this sniper that I used to use back in D1, as I so affectionately called it, before I remembered its name. But the 1000-yard stare was definitely a PvP staple in my loadout. I loved using it back in D1, and just for the memories, I would love to have it back. And I'm not gonna lie, I do hit shots with these snipers. They might not be headshots, but they're shots. So with that being said, I'm gonna pass it to you, Mirrorblade. Good luck.
What is going on, guys? I'm Ethan and welcome back to another video, and today we got a very special one. We have a collab with me and It's Bull. Now if you're watching on Bull's channel, hello, I'm Ethan and I post Destiny videos just like Bull, and if you're watching on my channel, go check out Bull. He's a really cool guy. Link to his channel will be down in the description. And we're going to be collabing today on the top 10 weapons that Destiny or Bungie should bring back. And let's get straight into this. Alrighty guys, so I'm not putting my list in any particular order, but here at number 6 we have Gjallarhorn. You guys, all you Destiny 1 veterans know what Gjallarhorn is, and I really think they should bring this weapon back, not by doing a quest, but more from a random drop from raids or just any activities. Because in Destiny 1, the Gjallarhorn, when it was in the game, it was just such a grind, and when you got it, you just went crazy. It was the most crazy weapon ever, and it had the best reactions and the best outcomes out of getting it, and I just really think that this weapon had a really big grind that impacted the game in a really good way. Here at number 7, we got Invective. Yes, I said Invective, believe it or not, but I really think that this game could really use something like Revoker, but in a shotgun form. We have Revoker right now, which is currently legendary and is going to be sunset next season, and I think that Invective, it's an exotic, if it's like Revoker, but there's a few different qualities to it, but the main idea is it's going to be like Revoker. And it'll be pretty good because it's an exotic, so you'll have to sacrifice a weapon and find a good legendary primary to use. But at the same time, this weapon will be, in my opinion, less OP than Revoker, because you'll spawn with 0 ammo, and then over time you'll regenerate, and if you're really good with this, it'll really pay off. It's really forgiving, just like Revoker, and it's a legendary as well, so you have to sacrifice an exotic slot. But that's why I think Invective should be brought back into Destiny 2. Let's get on to number 8. Coming in at number 8, we have No Land Beyond. This was the best meme weapon ever. You could literally have so much fun while playing this. It was just absolutely insane. Like, there's literally no scope on No Land Beyond. I mean, there kind of is, but it just made the game so fun. I really loved when No Land Beyond was in the game, and I was pretty disappointed when it wasn't in Destiny 2, just because of all the fun you could have. Now it's just Mountaintop and Bastion and all those cheese stuff, but I really want No Land Beyond to come back. If Bungie did, I would literally cry, but let's get on to number 9. Alrighty guys, coming in at number 9 here we have Universal Remote, and if you could not tell from this list already, it's been pretty unique. We've had a lot of unique weapons that I've wanted back personally, and the unique thing about Universal Remote though is the scope. I really think that we need more variety and more unique weapons with special perks, special looks as well, but Universal Remote is one of the only shotguns in this, well, that was in Destiny 2, or in Destiny 1, that has a scope. The only other one that I can think of off the top of my head is Chaperone. Chaperone has kind of a scope, I guess it's like a sight, but Universal Remote has like a humongous scope, and that is why I really want Universal Remote back in Destiny, and I think that it would make a great addition to shotguns, precision, or not precision, but primary shotguns. And that's what I think, but let's get on to number 10. Alrighty guys, last but not least, this is like one of my, I think that should come back, one of my weapons. It's Vex Mental Class. Like, we need this weapon back in Destiny. This thing was so good in PvP, and it was like amazing. And it was hard to get as well from the raid. If you're lucky, you get Vex Mental Class. I never got it personally, but I really wanted it. And with this new Beyond Light and this vault that Bungie is adding, I'm hoping that they can add Vault of Glass back, and then we can get Vex Mythical Class again. But of course there might be some changes. I just want that nostalgia back. I think that this should be one of the weapons that come back into Destiny and relive its glory. But that's gonna be it for today's video, guys. I'll let Bull do the outro. I'll see you guys later. Peace out.
Alright guys, that's going to be a wrap for us today. I hope you guys enjoyed. Let us know what you thought about it in the comments down below. You know I like talking to you guys down there. Remember, go to the description to see Mirrorblade's channel if you didn't catch the information cards that were throughout the video that link to his channel. Also keep in mind that he does Xbox Trials carries on the weekends over on Twitch, so his link to his Twitch profile will be down there in the description as well.